Let's let it load back up. Hello everybody, welcome to the Hunter Call the Wild. We're continuing on New Zealand. It's $7.99, came out on the 17th. We're on mission 3, but I'm going to show you a few natural things. I want to show you something here. Look first, look at that view. I want to try to get up on one of these peaks soon, maybe at the end here, but I want to go over here and grab this. Where we're at, we're right here, AWAROA Ranges. And this is kind of some high ground here, so it's right in this area. I just want to go to this thing and grab this, these landmarks. So I want to grab some landmarks too, just to show you what they
escaped on the back of a whale, playing through twists and turns. Here we are today. Te Waipo Namu. Well, that's the South Island to you. The place of greenstone. There's nowhere else I'd rather live.
So there you go. You can pause that and read that if you like. Got it? Give you a few minutes. If you want to pause it, you can read it. Alright, moving on. That's this landmark right here. Now we're going to go over here and go down here and go through this mission, which is mission A River Runs Through It. It's pretty fascinating. I mean, I ain't gonna spoil anything yet, but please remember, there is spoilers in here. So if you're watching my videos expecting some cool stuff and you don't want to be spoiled if you get it, please don't get it. It's kind of like to help you find everything and kind of help you get an idea how to do the mission if you're having trouble. So we're here, and I'm gonna run my ATV here. See, all right. So, no biggie. Alright. I got a marker because that's where I can go over the hill. There seems to be rabbits here too. One time I came out through here and I hit a few rabbit dens. They're out here close to the road. At least they were on my one account. They could have been here, but them, yep, they do, see? See them? They're making noises. See them right there running around? Just remember, that's a nice place to come in Future 22 and set up on a tower and pop a couple. Then you can hunt anywhere else, and that's a good place to bring your shotgun up, or your rifle skill, your archery. Use game heads and shoot them out there 40-50 yards. Don't be afraid to try different things. I did hear the last mission's bugged. It'll go through, but then it kind of like don't give you. It'll go through, but it don't give you no cash or anything. So that's kind of a disappointment. But you know, some people are disappointed that they had to wait and still got a goofed up game, and you know, I understand. Ain't nothing you can do about it. I'm sure they'll fix it soon. They've always been pretty good, and you know, with all the things going on, it makes it even rougher. So don't mind me, I'm going to run the ATV. I'm not running all the way through them cavern. This is a long...
Follow the river west and you'll eventually wind up in the cave mouth.
I just wish they would fix the ATV so it don't slide so much. It's a little unfair when you're driving. Looks like a good place to hunt right here, by the way. I mean, it's a flat on a beach. A lot of animals like that. I like them chainless too. I guess you guys know a couple videos ago we finished up Hirschfield in 7. It's done. Now all we got really is this one in Leighton Lake, and that's all we got. And I'm on the last story part of the story. I'm doing 2 coyotes and probably the were coyote and that big elk. And that's it. We'll be done. But I'm going to concentrate on this one for now, because it's got a beautiful storyline. I want to share it. I want to kind of get it done so I can...
It's low right now, but it can still catch you by surprise. Stick to the walls and get that flashlight on. Easy does it.
So it's just a big water cavern is all it is. And there's some deep holes here and there too. That looks like a deep hole. I got my tent looking at. I love the storyline. They did better this time. They got a 6 overall 16 story missions, and I'm glad they did that. I wish they would do a full 20. If they need ideas, I'd be glad to give them some ideas. Maybe even put up like soil sample collectors, something like that. That would be kind of cool, you know what I mean? Put up some kind of a sampler, like water collectors. You could do that every map, or fix a wind turbine, you know, or put up solar panel energy, you know, something like that. Since this place is ran on solar and water, put up a water thing or something, you know. I could give them 100 million ideas, but I'm here and free to help them if they need it. But whether they contact me, that's totally up to them. I would be glad to give them some great story ideas, and I would sign in.
Out. Indulge me for a minute. Look on your right. A little further ahead.
You see that? That's plugged up. So here it is. Here's what you want you to look at.
This is why I live here. Go ahead. Get as close as you want. Just don't touch it. See the cracks in the surface? It's limestone, notoriously unstable. These cave paintings aren't going to be here forever, but I've made it my mission to ensure that we do everything we can to keep them around for as long as possible. Kids like Josh need to learn their history, right? It's part of what it means to be human. Knowing you come from something else, someone else. We call it whakapapa. It means genealogy, but also to place in layers. And those layers link us all. Everything ends up in the ground, bird or human or rock or deer. Anyway, that's enough philosophizing from me. Let's get you out of here.
So we're almost out. You know, you notice you start climbing. Of course, I expect you to probably do this on foot. I'm not doing it on foot. No way. Heck no. There's a thing up here I want to show you. Yeah, look at that.
I'm sure you've never been so happy to lay your eyes on the wonderful Kiwi weather. Stretch those legs. Nothing like wandering through a damp, cramped cave to give you a new lust for life.
Indeed.
I hope you're not too worn out now. More filming's on the table, but first, can I try you to take a little detour?
We'll go up here and look at this. Hey, river runs through this.
The beech trees here form one of the finest examples of native forest in all of New Zealand. In no small part due to the efforts of our resident conservationist Marama. We just had a mast year when they seed like crazy. And this means plenty of food for mice and rats, which in turn means plenty of food for other small pests. Beginning to see the problem? When the rats run out, those small mammals prey on native bird species, the pesky critters. We've used aerial 1080 poisoning to stave off the worst of them. But to slow their reintroduction, we need to get our hands dirty and lay down a few traps ourselves.
A trap in time.
It's time-sensitive work, and unfortunately, Marama's feeling a bit crook and had to stay home today. Can you take over for her? She's left them in a box near the target site. Conservation here is a constant tit-for-tat against these invasive mammal species.
That'll be the last one we do.
Mammals are 3 types of bats and some marine species.
Trap in time.
Everything else is a pest to a lesser or greater extent. Sometimes our methods can seem extreme. 1080 poisoning isn't without its naysayers, but it's one of the only tools we have to help protect the uniqueness of this place. Now, hunting helps too. I don't want to go back to the days of the helicopter wars, but having recreational hunters here year-round would go a very long way. What do you think was running through the head of the person who...
There you go. So you can pause and read that. Alright, the best thing to do is just go to this cabin right here. And we're going to go right up here. So we're going over here at Tai Panamu. Don't ask me to pronounce them. I guess I did anyhow. So a trap runs through it. This will be the... wait a minute. A trap... We'll do two more. This one and another one. So... I did hear something up there. Also, there's a surprise. Something happens here later. I can't really say too much about it yet. But you'll see. Just keep watching my videos. So we'll go up here. And we're heading up there to that marker. What time is it? Well, it's only 8. Maybe about ready to rain too. So... What? Those feet, human feet. Huh. Let's lost. Let's go and see what this is. There's some animals up here. That is good. So what these are is, are you okay with getting your hands a little dirty? Someone needs to set some traps to prevent the invasive mammalian pest. So they're talking about rats. I think it's rat traps. So here they all are in a box.
There's the box. 4 should do as long as you cover enough ground. Cutting edge Kiwi technology these, self-resetting and all. That looks like as good a spot as any. Should be simple to set up. Just install the mount and click the trap body into place. 2 down, 2 to go. The birds will thank you for this. That's all of them. Top-notch conservation work, Airhawk. One final thing. You can take down the 1080 warning sign. Any animals that haven't already kicked the bucket should have metabolized it by now, so it's safe to hunt in the area again.
So there's a sign down here. See there. Sodium. Yeah, so sodium deadly to dogs. So you can read that.
Hold on just a second. Are you seeing what I'm seeing on the ground there? These tracks aren't particularly old, eh? I hadn't expected we'd be able to deter everyone, but it's not exactly an optimal time to go for a stroll in the bush. 1 second, Josh is ringing. Feel like checking out with our lead?
A trap in time. Now the next mission is toxicology.
Right, sorry about that. Where are they taking you?
Pouring rain now, ain't it? He is going everywhere, ain't he? He's lost. He acts like he's lost. No, he's looking for something, it looks like.
What's that over there?
So looky there. The bow.
This looks like it's right out of Resplendent Sword. Surely they didn't.
He did.
Oh, where? Poor thing looks like it's been torn to bits. Is that a handmade arrow? And to top it all off, there's heavy rain forecast. Perfect bloody timing. There's an outpost not far. Why don't you take shelter there and see if there's any more clues as to what we're dealing with here?
What? He vandalized
Just
everything.
as I suspected. Our props burglar. And it looks like they've made a spectacular exit. The stuff from the photograph. What's the appeal of this rubbish? Must have left in a real hurry. Can you put the signs back up at least? Yeah. I think that's as good as you're gonna get it looking. Now we know where our pickup truck went. Glad to see the back of it. But look at me talking. You're so tough to death. Get inside and I'll fill you in on what Josh told me. A literal bloody hack job. Someone's been making themselves at home. Please tell me that's not what I think it is. It is. That's where our poor little dear ended up. It must smell vile. Right, so I had the nephew track down that license plate number, and our props burglar is none other than a local menace by the name of Gad Barden. He's got a whole social media empire under the moniker of Girorod's Blessing. Blogs, YouTube, quick mess, the works. With exclusive behind-the-scenes shots from on-location movie sets. And guess what? He's Resplendent Sword Man. Got heaps of photos from all over the reserve I've got here. His latest blog entry is quite something. Salutations, followers and friends, blah blah. Have been out of contact, lost my way in the ever-shifting forests. Foul supper left me ill some nights. 1080 poisoning. He's lucky to be alive, the muppet. Let me send you the link. Usually get Josh to help me out with this. There. Check your hunter, mate.
Salutations, followers and friends.
He just hallucinated that terrifying creature. He certainly has an overactive imagination, I'll give him that. It's too far inland for a Taniwha, and not humanoid enough for a Patepaere. Unless... Anyway, he's an absolute bloody idiot, but I'm glad he's alive. This could have gone so much worse, and it's my own stupid fault for allowing them to film here. I just hate seeing the place disrespected. It's not just the bush, it's my home. I grew up a stone's throw from here. No one's around anymore, but you're welcome to swing by the old house once the filming's wrapped up if you're still in the area. I'll send someone by to clean this up later. Let's get back on track. I'm sure you've seen plenty of fancy castles on your travels, but I guarantee you they're nothing compared to where I'm taking you next. We're gonna do some hunting out by Stone Castle Valley, a limestone formation not far from here.
There we go. So, salutations, followers and friends. My sincere apologies for the recent delay between posts. I have been out of contact some days after I lost my way in the ever-shifting forests of Resplendia. Permit me to elaborate. I had assembled some spoils from AWAROA village in previous day, and my hope was to deliver tidings from the Battle of Stone Castle. He's the one doing all the stuff over there. The next, but my journey had wearied me, and I required repose, so I sat down in humble shack not far from the site of the great battle and set to sleep. This was far from the modium human. Another one, my telephonic device was a useless trinket. Next morning the heavens opened, and for days after I could do nothing but sit and wait for the gods to look more kindly on my expedition. By the third day I was restless, half-starved, but unwilling to leave. I had come so far further than any man in the search of knowledge of what had transpired here. I decided to leave the shack and pursue quarry or game, accompanied by my faithful longbow and short blade. I cast my mind back to my youth and fashioned some rudimentary arrows out of the driest wood I could find. I was ready. Not very smart. Then, what folly? A deer I found, but he was not well, and I was desperate. I shot him true and killed him, and cooked his flesh, the moron. The foul supper left me ill some nights, no closer at all to my original purpose. The rain had cleared at last, however, and I was, so if you read here, journey this guy, however, and I was able to journey to Stone Castle Valley, so I was felt the ill effects of the fateful meal. When I wandered back into I saw something I can't scarcely begin to detail. A terrifying creature reared up on its hind legs against a tree, like a ghostly dread beast that dwell in the forests of Resplenda. Then I had enough. I fled post-haste, and some of my hard-earned spoils were left behind. So that is my tale. I apologize once again for a lack of, but expect more. Don't forget to like and follow for more exclusive content. Okay. Well, Nimno. So there's toxology done. So that's it, my friends. Next, we're going to go over to Stone Castle, and that'll be where we go. So that's it. We finished toxology. So the Battle of Stone Castle's next, and we got 3 missions to do there, and that'll be part 4. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Peace out now.